Okay. And then one more thing. So you obviously started out relatively young, and hiring adults relatively young, or like older adults per se.
Mhm.
So not this next year, but and for any coming years. Just I'm pretty young, obviously. So are there any good ways, or the best way, to kind of have not command that respect, but also at the same time, show that not that you know what you're talking about, but at the same time, like it's awkward when you're if you hire like a 30-year-old and you're 18 or whatever.
Mhm.
Quite obviously.
Yeah. So like, first and foremost, I didn't actually feel this very much. The reason was because I went to college so young. I was so used to being people around people that are in their 20s
Yeah.
that like when I was 13, I was in college, right? So I was very comfortable being around 24, 25-year-olds. And to this day, I really feel like my peers, like when I look at someone like, hey, like, are they my age? I think 35 to 40, right? And so it is because that's the
Yeah.
cohort that I was in college with. And so it wasn't super awkward for me, but I would say looking back on it, because I never addressed it, because I never talked about it, because I never thought it, I therefore acted in the way of being a manager and a boss an employer instead of I'm a young kid, right? So it's the confidence at which you speak. It's really figuring out how to communicate really with authority, not with dictatorship or telling people what to do, but
Yeah.
speaking with conviction and knowing about what you're going to do and then delivering on those things and then just being consistent. And people are going to follow your example. If you're the first one there, the last one to leave, you work hard, you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. Until we probably had 20 employees more, I would still get in the field, not because we needed to, because I just wanted to prove that I can work very, very hard. And I don't want them to
Yeah.
think I'm soft, because I'm not. It just the business was requiring me to work on the business and be in the office side of things more. And so when you're small and you're young, make sure that you're out in the field with the guys occasionally. If you only have 1, 2, 3 employees, you got to get out there and just hustle sometimes. You got to be the one at 7, 8 o'clock
For sure.
wrapping up the job. You got to be the one that comes in on a Saturday. And I really believe that you got to lead by example, so they start to look and respect your work ethic. And I think that obviously I don't want to speak for them, but talking to the guys that I hire when they're in their 30s and 40s, I think most of them would say that they could at least respect my work ethic, even if they didn't respect me as a kid, that they had to respect the
Yeah.
work ethic because that was unmatched and you can't question it.